Hey, fans, how you doing? How you doing, family? It's your boy Keith. Another episode of the Dating Shame. Why is it so hard? Episode 31. Dating with a Purpose. Yeah. Before I get started, I want to put this disclaimer in. Like always, uh, the views and the opinion of this show is strictly of the host. That's me. So now if I step on any toes or offend anyone, it's purely incidental. Okay? Now with that being said, now of course I want to thank everyone for all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers to the show. Keep them coming. Tell a friend about the show. We want to keep the show going. We got it going. Like I said, we're in episode 31 now. Getting it going. So let's start the show. So now, dating with a purpose. So we often hear that. I often hear a lot of people say, especially, as they get up in age, they done with, the serial dating thing, doing the clubs, going out and all that stuff, They want to date with a purpose. They dating with the intent of getting married. And which is the ultimate goal of dating. You date, you get to know someone. The ultimate goal is once you achieve the relationship, the ultimate goal is to get married, and that's fine. So now we're gonna talk about that tonight. Like I said, you dating with a purpose. Um, so yeah, um, like I said, we often hear people say that a lot, and there's nothing wrong with it. But now, and of course, let me just add this before I get started in the show. This is a call-in show. Um, I'm live on Facebook. If you want to comment on the show, the number is 870-397-1219. That's 870-397-1219. So now if you want to call in, you want to give me your opinion on it, feel free to call in. We can talk about it. So now dating with a purpose. So now, like I said, you have this thing that people do. They dating with a person, which is nothing wrong with that. That's the goal. The goal is to ultimate goal in dating is to get married. Nothing wrong with that. But now, when you are dating someone and you in that getting to know each other stage, would you think it would be fair to let that other person know that this is why I'm dating? I'm dating with a purpose. I'm not just want to just go back and forth with someone, dating, being in a relationship, living together, or anything like that. I'm dating with a purpose. I want to be married to a person. So now, do you make that clear to the person that you're dating or getting to know? Do you relay that message? This is the purpose, the reason why I'm here, because I'm dating to get married. So now, when you relay that to that person, are they in agreement with you? Do they find that okay? I can understand that. I can. So let's get to know each other. Or does that person agree with that? That because you are dating with a purpose, does that mean that I'm dating with a purpose? You see? And then when you really look at it, now like I said, this is just my opinion. When you really look at it, when you commit yourself to dating with a purpose, are you limiting yourself? Because everyone doesn't have the same, I'm gonna say, agreement with that. That because you are dating, uh, I'll be dating you to marry you. Not to say that it can't happen, but what I'm saying is that could kind of pressure a person. You see, because now that person see that the only intentions that you have of dating me is to marry me. That may not be my plans right off, and I'm pretty sure that person who's dating with a purpose, they don't want to date for, let's say, a year or 2 years. They don't want to do that. And so, on the other hand, you don't want to rush into anything either. You see? And so, when a person says, I'm dating with a purpose, and like I said, it's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like that's something that should be agreed upon with the other person as well. You see, because when you put that out there, in my opinion, like I said, that kind of put pressure on that other person. You see, especially if that person likes you, that person feels that I can probably grow with this person, but this person is only dating me to be married to me. That's pressure on a person. It can be. So when you say that I'm dating with a purpose, you are putting, it's like an automation. You know, you put in that automate. Excuse me. You put in that pressure on that person, automation on that person, that I'm only gonna date to get married. Automation, ultimatum to get married. And if we can't do that, then we can't date. You see, that's putting pressure on that other person. You see, so when you are dating this person, do you make that clear to them? Do you give them that ultimatum that I'm only dating to be married? We gonna get married? We can't date. That's what it comes down to. You see, I mean, I can understand. Like I say, I can understand the fact that nobody wants to serial date. Nobody wants to be dating people after people after people after people. I get that. I get that. But then, like I said, on the other hand, you don't want to put ultimatums on people to pressure them that I'm only dating to get married, and if you don't want to date, then leave it alone. You see, that's pressuring a person, in my opinion. And that's something that I feel like you shouldn't do. I mean, if a person wants to be married, that should be a mutual understanding. That should be a mutual understanding. And then I'm gonna say, ladies. I'm gonna say, ladies. When you say I'm dating with a purpose, and that purpose is to be married, are you presenting yourself worthy to be a wife to that person that you're dating? You see, that's the thing. When you're dating, you are when you want to be married, ladies. You present yourself worthy to be a wife. That's what you should do. That's the thing that you want to present yourself worthy to be a wife. Men, the most the highest honor that you can give a woman is to marry her. But in my opinion, that choice comes on that man. It's on that man to make that choice to be married or not that woman, because he's the one that has to ask her for her hand in marriage. So that's his choice. My thing is, a man controls the relationship when it comes down to the male and the female. The man controls that. He's the one that has to convince that woman that I'm the man for you. I have to convince that woman that. The woman don't have to convince me that she's the woman for me. You see, I have to sell myself to her. That's right. So when that woman says I'm only dating with a purpose, that's kind of putting an ultimatum down. You see, that's pressure you're putting on the man. We can only date if the intentions are to get married. Now I can understand that you are dating with the intent. Are you dating with intentions? I've heard that too, but what are the intentions? Your intentions could be to be in a relationship. Your intentions can be to be married, like I said. But what are the intentions? So that would fall on that person. But to tell a person that I'm only dating with the intentions of getting married would be pressuring a person, in my opinion. You see, um, we all want to be happy in life. We all want, a person in our life that we can spend the rest of our days with. You know, that companionship. We all want that. We all thrive for that. That's in us to want that. But the thing is to have that right person. That's the thing. To have that right person. So now, when that person tells you I'm only dating with a purpose, then how would I know that this the person for me? You see, she's only seeing one thing. I'm only dating for a purpose. That's it. And like I said, are you showing me that, okay, you want to be a wife? Are you wifey material because you are dating with a purpose? You can't say that. You have to show that man that you are wifey material. You have to present yourself worthy to be a wife. Like I said, the highest honor a man can bestow on a woman is to make her a wife. So now, ladies, what would be your thing to do to show that you are worthy to be a wife? I know, in these days and time in which we live in, there's some might say some sexist thing to say, or feminist thing to say, but I didn't make this. It's what it is. It's what it is. People, when we start dating a person, and we making, we in that getting to know each other stage of dating, and we, finally come together in a relationship, and like I said, the ultimate goal is to be married. Then you have to work on the relationship part of it, and before you even get to that marriage stage. And like I said, it's nothing wrong with dating with a purpose, nothing wrong with that at all. But is that the person that you're dating? Is that their purpose? Is that their purpose? You see, that's where a good line of communication comes in. That's where you know, camaraderie, chemistry. What's that phrase that's widely used now? Vibe together, vibing together. You know, that's where all that comes in at. And so it's like I said, it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with dating with a purpose. Nothing wrong with it at all. But to me, that would be a one-way street of looking at things instead of, if I'm gonna date this person, let me see, are they dating with a purpose before I say that. See, let me find out if that person who I choose to date, what are their intentions? You see, are they just dating just to be dating, or are they intention? You know, their intentions are to get to know me a lot better. To one day we can grow into the type of relationship that can probably reach that marriage level. Maybe I should find that out before I make that decision for me. Well, I can make it for myself, but I can't make it for no one else. So the thing would be is let me find their intentions before I bestow my intentions on them. You see, that's why I say it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with dating with a purpose. But if I'm gonna do that, let me see what that person's intentions are before I make that decision. I can't make that decision for them. That person probably want to date for a year, 2 years, 3 years before they make a decision on a relationship. You know, I know some people, you know, the engagement stage before marriage. Some people engage 2 years before they finally get married. Some people be engaged maybe 3 or 4 years. I'm not saying there's a time limit or anything on it, but when you say I'm dating with a purpose, like I said, how does the other person feel about that? You see, you're putting restraints in. You see, you know, the boundaries are good, but you're putting restraints in. You're limiting. You're limiting a lot of things. You know, I'm dating with a purpose. If this person purpose isn't to be married, then I can't date them. Limits. You're limiting yourself, and you shouldn't do that. Now, I'm not gonna say you should go out there and date every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes along. Same way with me. I'm not saying that you should date every Susie, Becky, or whoever that comes along. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is take your time, get to know each other, see what their intentions are. As same as mine. If their intentions matches my intentions, then we can move. We can move from there. But if their intentions are to just date, okay, then you move from that. But at least you'll know instead of you putting your intentions down on them. Then you make that decision. If he don't want what I want, or if she don't want what I want, it's no sense of going any further with this. That's limiting yourself. And you don't want to do that. You always want to keep the things open. You see. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about tonight. We didn't have any calls in tonight, and that's okay. You know, people might be still watching the games or whatever, but that's all right. It was a good show, dating with a purpose, and I'll be back next week as always with the another topic that you might find interesting. Yeah. Dating Shame. Y'all keep on, hit that like button. It'll be up on YouTube in a few hours. You want to watch it again, it'll be there. Dating with a Purpose. Like I said, we'll see you next week with another show. As always, I end the show, and I said I'll be doing this for the whole month of October. We lost Frankie Beverly last month, and I end every show for the whole month of October on Amazing Frankie Beverly song. And we're going to end this one on Silky Soul Singer. And we'll catch you next time with another show. The Dating Shame, Why Is It So Hard?